Good morning. Hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzma with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in lovely Lauderdale by the Sea. Had a great weekend. Got a little fishing in yesterday. Not too much. One kingfish, a couple rosies, and a few other small bottom type fish. Other than that, that was about it. But I hope you had a great weekend. Looks like another beautiful day here in Lauderdale by the Sea with only one body on the beach that you can see right here. I'm only kidding. Looks like somebody's out there just enjoying themselves. No blanket or anything, just face down in the sand. That's the way I like to do it. 72 degrees, and it looks like it's March 15th here. So, I told you so. All you folks that were worried about gold and silver just crashing and gold going down to $1,000 an ounce and you're going to lose all your money and silver is going to crash, I told you not to worry. Don't worry about it. Buy the frickin' dips. And we're back up a little bit today. I think we're over the real trashing that we saw the last couple of weeks. I think. But we'll see what happens. But overall, these markets are good for medium to long term. In the short term, if you see some dips or you see the stuff go down, you see gold and silver go down, just buy the dip. We're in for a good bull market here. This economy is not getting any better anytime soon. The appearance that it's getting better, you're going to see it in the data. You're going to see the news talk about how everything's better. However, before the virus, before all the problems that we had, let's say that our country on a 0 to 1 was or 0 to 100 was operating at like an 80 prior to the virus. Well, the 80 turned into like a 10. So anything, even like a 50, if we see a 50 or a 40, that's going to be a triple up or a double up or triple up or quadruple of where we have been since the virus. So it's going to look good, like things are all hunky-dory. However, we can't operate an economy on 50%, on 40%, and I think that's the best we're gonna see here coming up. The question, if you're a gold and silver owner, the only time you should consider, you got to ask let me rephrase this. You got to ask yourself, do I buy or sell? And the question you need to ask yourself is the economy going to get better? Is the currency going to get better? Is the strength of the dollar going to get better? I'm not just talking about overnight for a week or a month, and maybe even for a year. Is the economy going to be better in the long term? In the medium term here? Is the dollar going to be stronger in the medium long term? And I just don't see it personally, and that's why I think gold and silver is a good thing to own right now. It's a good hedge against a bad economy. It's a good hedge against a falling dollar. So again, if you think that this country is going to get much better economically and the dollar is going to all of a sudden strengthen and start buying more products, overall, and that strength is going to be a trajectory upwards, not just spikes here and there, then you probably should get rid of your gold and silver items. Meanwhile, I would keep stacking and keep holding it. It's going to be a short report today. Not a lot to talk about, and I had to redo my floors in my store, so I got to go back and put all the furniture back today. And yes, I do physical labor too. Let's take a look at ZH here. A couple things here. Nothing much about gold and silver, and again, not too much to talk about. Markets are up today a little bit. Biden plans biggest federal tax hike since 1993 to fund the infrastructure and climate initiatives. What did I just ask you about the economy and the dollar? Do you think the dollar and economy is going to get stronger in the near future or in the future? Based on our politicians and raising taxes and all these things they want to do, probably not, folks. But again, if you see a stronger economy coming up, you should definitely sell your gold and silver. Bitcoin tumbles amid mixed crypto messages from India, institutional profit taking. Well, this headline kind of says it all. I'm not going to click the article because I have been accused of being a Bitcoin hater. Not too much, but a few people might assume that I don't like Bitcoin, which is the furthest from the truth. I'm a capitalist. I believe in all this stuff. I mean, I believe in anything that's legal that can make money and that it doesn't screw people. But the issue that I had with Bitcoin and cryptos is that they're trying to take over the role of money. And there's one thing that we all know for a fact is that governments and banks hate the competition. They won't tolerate it. Bitcoin has got its foot in the door right now in the United States and Europe. So I don't think that, even though China has outlawed Bitcoin and now India, according to this is not good for crypto markets. Trust me on this. The wild, wild west of crypto markets are going to be pretty much gone. What you guys are looking at is you're looking at the complete ban of future cryptos in a lot of countries, and the countries that don't ban it, again, heavy, heavy regulation. And add in the fact that you've got the giant whales in there, like BlackRock. Now you've got multi-billionaires in the crypto markets. You know what? You know what the whales do? The whales eat small fish. So unless you know how that game is rigged, don't play it. That's my advice. So it looks like India. Well, here we'll take a quick click on that right there. Bitcoin tumbles amid mixed crypto messages from India. Bitcoin and its peers surged to new record highs over the weekend. And Mike Novogratz believes there was a wave of retail excitement. That's what's driving Bitcoin. That's why the billionaires are in it. They know that, if 300 million people across the world, or 500,000, 500 million people across the world, little fish, stick their $100 and their $500 and their $1,000 or their $10,000 of retirement money or their savings into crypto coins, that these guys can actually go in and actually steal it at some point. And they will, trust me. Again, the big whales will eat the small fish, and if you're not a big whale, guess who you are? You're a small fish, and you're likely to get eaten into that market. Broad crypto markets took a hit this morning, and initial headlines pinned the blame on India crypto regulations, which, as we will see below, were mixed at worst. The failure to establish a foothold at 60,000 and the decline is likely the major of a flat to negative Coinbase premium. That's too technical for me. But more or less, it looks like that India has said that they're going to outlaw Bitcoin. So let's take a look at why here. Well, it looks like they're going to shut down Bitcoin and crypto coins completely in India. And remember how many people are in India. And if it happens there, it can happen in other places. But as I said, I think Bitcoin is here to stay in the United States and Europe. However, not in its current form. I think it's going to be heavily, heavily regulated and heavily taxed. Let's take a look here. What else is going on in the world? Tesla, man, I think he's smoking a little too much. He's got some bizarre stuff that he's been out there saying. And the fact that he's getting heavily involved with crypto coins kind of scares me a little bit. Hey, I like Elon Musk. I think he's a really smart guy when it comes to certain things. But, just because you're a genius in one area doesn't make you a genius in other areas. It might make you a tad smarter than other people, but not a genius. What else is going on here? Not too much. The most important item for investors: where will Biden's trillions in stimulus end up? And again, there was some speculation that some of it's going to end up in Bitcoin. That's the reason that you saw Bitcoin kind of fly up over the weekend. A lot of people think that they're going to throw their money in that. Big mistake, in my opinion. Go down here, and not too much in precious metals news in Zero Hedge today. And I'm going to skip over to gata.org before I start discussing what the gold prices are today. Article: Silver Bullion TV's Patrick Vieira interviews rigged author Stuart Ingold. Rigged author, I guess there's a little, you can view it here, a YouTube video. They talk about the movie Rigged or something like that. It's a half-hour long interview. And again, the movie is about rigging precious metals markets. COMEX is being drained inconspicuously. I understand that there's some big issues with COMEX. People are asking for delivery on gold and silver. We could see a short squeeze on COMEX. Or let's see what happens here. This is all good for gold and silver markets, including this. Gold is in backwardization, signifying strong demand. So we've seen this low at 1694 or 1688. It didn't actually close at that level, but I did see it touch as low as 1688 in the last couple of weeks, and now we're bounced back up to where we are. And let's take a look at the opening markets today. 1722 to 1734. So we're up a little bit on gold and silver markets. Again, I think the bloodbath and the beatings and the manipulation are temporarily over with precious metals. Your opportunity to buy those lows at $1,700, $30 lower than it is right now, and $25 silver and $11.88 platinum are gone right now. But it could happen again. You could see some more lows, more monkey hammering, and some temporary dollar strength that will knock the markets down again temporarily. And the only other thing that could mark gold and silver and platinum markets big time, the only thing that can knock them big time is if the whole economy collapses like it did in 2008. It'll take everything down with it, but the problem then is you will not be able to find any gold and silver platinum to buy at those levels. It'll only be a paper play. And then gold prices and silver prices will quickly shoot up real quick after that. I don't know what the other markets will do, but precious metals will do real well in that environment, in a crash type environment. But remember, If you see the stock market, equity market, housing market, everything crash across the board like you did in 2008, you better expect to wake up in the morning and see gold and silver crash as well. It'll happen, trust me on this. But it'll only be temporary, and you will not be able to buy the physical product at those levels. I've seen it happen in 2008, and I suspect if it happens again, that's the way it'll play out. Again, that's just my opinion. Well, I kind of got over the news. I told you it was going to be a fairly quick report here. And let's see what else we got. That's really about it. I think I've got a couple things that I'm going to remind you about here. Well, there's my meme there. And where is it? Don't worry about anything. Every little thing's going to be all right. So when you see these down days, like I said, it provides you a great opportunity to do what? Buy the friggin' dips, folks. And if you're already bought in, don't worry about it. Just wait it out. Dollar strength, like I said, is temporary, and the economy strengthening is only temporary. And as I said, in the next year, with the virus kind of letting up a little bit, or them not the virus letting up, but the politicians and the the closures of businesses, when they start to see the idiocy of that and they start opening up more business, you'll start to see the economy pick up substantially. However, don't mistake that as a strong and healthy economy. That's just an economy that went from 80 to 0 back to 40, miles per hour kind of deal. So again, that's the way I'm looking at it. And the other thing I always say is I do not deal online as far as precious metals goes. I only deal face-to-face, like a lot of small coin dealers and local coin and precious metal dealers do. And so I recommend that if you are buying gold, silver, and platinum, try to buy it local, even if you have to drive an hour. Keep the money inside your state. Spend it here, keep it here. That's my opinion. And that's really about it. I'm going to answer questions from Friday's videos here. And boy, this is going to be a really short one. Friday's video was what dealers pay for gold and silver. I hope you guys found that useful. I kind of went over what the bid and ask prices were for a lot of popular products, which a lot of people are not aware of. I think there are certain people out there that think dealers pay below spot and get $5 over for silver, but that's the farthest thing from the truth. King Toba, you mentioned down here that you're worried about 10 years. Your 10-year yields are going to keep going up. It's at 1.63. It sounds like you got a lot of money in gold and silver. I'm a gold and silver deal, and I don't recommend keeping all your eggs in one basket, gold and silver. I'd say, keep maybe upwards. Again, I'm not an investment advisor. This is my opinion, but if you have investments in your home and other things, and you're smart with investing your money, maybe 20% of your money should be in precious metals, unless you're really bullish. Again, I'm kind of just pulling that, but putting all your eggs in one basket is not smart, King. Although I think in these times, it'll pay off for you in this particular environment with gold and silver. But you're mentioning here that you're worried that the yields are going to go up on treasuries and bonds. I don't see that happening, and a lot of people don't see that happening, because for them to keep yields up and raise yields would bankrupt governments. It would cause the housing market to take a big shit. It would cause the stock market to take a big shit. And I don't think that we are in any kind of recovery point where they want that to happen. So, they're going to let it go up a little bit, but they're going to cap it at a certain level, and that's my belief, King. So I wouldn't worry about losing all your money in precious metals, but I would be a little concerned if you've got most all your money in precious metals. You should be invested in other things as well. But I can't tell you what. And again, that's just my opinion. Nothing more. I'm not an investment advisor. Well, that's really about it. I'm going to spin the coin here. I think we're going to see stronger markets tomorrow, personally, from what I'm seeing here. I think we're going to see stronger gold and silver and precious markets this week. Maybe not necessarily tomorrow, but I think we're going to see a little bit stronger prices this week. I don't think we're going to see any, great upswings real quick. I don't think we're going to see gold shoot up $100 or silver shoot up $1 overnight or anything like that. What I'm looking for gold right now is these little $5 and $10 moves upwards over a period of time, and same thing with silver. These little 50-cent, 25-cent moves are really good for us. And platinum the same way, little $10, $20 moves. That's what I see happening. So I think we're going to see an up week on precious metals, but nothing really crazy. Let's see what the coin says, the bull and bear coin. I'm going to do a little spin here. And that's a good spin, too. All right, come on, come on. And I think my bull and bear coin, I'm going to stop it there. It looks like it's a bull. So the coin and I agree that we're going to see an up market this week. Well, best products out there are still gold and silver bars at spot plus, anywhere from spot plus 350, 450 and up for silver bars, and gold bars anywhere from, I'm going to say, $65 to $90 over spot, depending on the quantity that you're buying out there. Well, that's really about it. This is Brian Kuzma with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to answer the other questions. Oh my God. All right, I'll do that real quick because I said I would. I just kind of skipped. I went to King and then I went there. All right, cool topic. Hey, thanks, Master Sensei. You don't sell coins online? No, I'm sorry, I don't. Dr. Dog Will Hunt, thank you. Thank you, sir. Boy, a couple thank yous on here. I'm going to skip over those, but I do really thank you guys for watching. FN Mag says my favorite gold is maple with 3 or 4 nines. Yep, maples are beautiful coins. Great product. Nothing wrong with them. John, how you doing there? Not much to say here. Good info, good info. Are all pre-33 graded coins a good investment? And what happened to numismatic values in Venezuela after the currency collapse? No, all 33 pre-graded coins are may not, and I hate to use the word investment, may not be necessarily a good buy. I recommend you stick with 2 things. You either stick with things that are purely based on their bullion value and their gold value with no collector value, or you buy things that have purely based on their collector value with no basis on silver or gold value. Do one or the other. Try not to mix the two. That's my opinion. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to call me. Hearing this episode makes me happy I bought my silver and gold. Yep, true. Hey, Robert, what's up? Jim, I hate cryptos and learning that cryptos are worthless without power, internet service. I agree with you 100% there, sir. Ashley, I'm happy to hear 1-ounce buffaloes are doing so well. I just picked up some a week ago. If you picked up silver, you're doing pretty damn good because it's hard to get any 1-ounce product right now, especially if you're buying it locally, Ashley. Good on you, and keep stacking there. Buy the dips when you can. And Jay Gills, junk silver and SAEs are the base of my stack. Good for you. Hopefully you got American Silver Eagles before their prices just get stupid. Right now, junk silver is a better deal, Mr. Gills. Especially like stacking junk silver with these high premium. Hey, you nailed it there. Perfect job there, my friend. Okay, I can't officially close this show out. I'm sorry. This is Brian Kuzma with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. Lovely, beautiful, and oh boy, I'm kind of screwing up here now. Lovely Lauderdale by the Sea. Call me anytime at 954-493-8811 between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. To find out what the best product is. And really, that's about it. I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a great day. If anything crazy happens today, I'll do another show. If not, I will talk to you tomorrow, and I'll try to pick out some more subjects and something different to do. Hey, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.